everyone, and welcome back to another episode of the Glow Up Guide. Today's episode is just a continuation of last week's episode, so just a few more bucket list ideas for summer 2024. Okay, so to start, podcast updates. Instagram still suspended. I'm not even surprised. I was literally trying to finish up my summer bucket list for the summer, and I was just like, I need to put my Instagram for review on there, so it's on my summer bucket list, y'all. I mean, I have until September to put it for review or whatever. So it's on my summer bucket list. It's gonna be done at some point. I really need to set a deadline for that. But yeah, anyway. Okay, so yesterday I'm recording and publishing today on Monday because yesterday I was just really busy. I'll talk about that in a minute. But yeah, I was just really busy, so sorry about that. But yeah. Life updates. Going back to this weekend, the previous weekend, my actual all-star soccer tournament was this weekend, and that's fun. Yeah, we have had practice for this since the third week of May. And yeah, this was the actual tournament, like the big thing we've been training for, and it epically crashed and burned. So first game, we sucked. We lost, like 5-0. Second game, we sucked but less. We lost 2-0. And then that was all Saturday. And then the third game on Sunday, so basically we had to, on Saturday, once we lost the first game, we had to win the second and third game to make it to the fourth game, which was a championship, and to finish number one in our division or ranking or whatever. But we lost the second game, and our coach is like, we can still knock the other team out of the championship. Third game ended in a tie, so depending on how other teams did and where they stand, the team that we tied with, they may or may not get beat out of their championship. So that's fun. We will not know about that, but I really hope they do get knocked out of the championship because, yeah, they pretty much threw in their girl to the ground on my team. Yeah, she told us about that later, and she was just like, bro, I literally went flying across the ground. Like, I don't even know what happened. She just shoved me, and I'm like, damn, Jesus. So yeah, that was fun. Oh yeah, we had to play in bajillion degree heat. That was not great. It was so hot outside. It was hot to the point where they have to give us water breaks in the middle of each half. So there's the halves, and then every quarter, I guess they would give us a water break. So that's fun. It was just really hot, and we had to play on turf. Our feet were burning. We were dying of heat stroke. I swear to God, I had a big fat headache from all the heat and the sun. It was just burning my eyes out. I'm not even kidding because my eyes are hyperphotosensitivity. I have hyperphotosensitivity in my eyes, so it's basically when my eyes are just really really sensitive. Well, not really really sensitive. I can stand the sunlight, but it's just more sensitive to sunlight than a normal person's eyes. So yeah, that's fun. And then we just had to play in the blazing heat. I am surprised that our cleats did not catch on fire. Oh yeah, and then this one girl on my team. So for the third game, she was looking through her bag and she was just worried. And then this one other girl on my team was like, "What's wrong?" And then we all turned around and she's like, "I forgot my freaking cleats to a soccer tournament." And then we're all like, "How did you forget your cleats for a soccer tournament? How are you gonna play?" While my coach is trying to figure this out, he's like, "Crap." And then he's just like, and then he asks her shoe size, and then he just gives the girl his other shoes. They're not cleats, but they're turf shoes, so they work. They're just they worked and the ref didn't say anything, so we were good. But yeah, and in the middle of the thing, we were talking, and she's just like, "Well, hey, my parents are gonna beat my ass anymore. They're probably just gonna beat my ass less, but better than what it could have been." And I'm like, "Yeah." So that was fun. And then what else? Oh yeah, yesterday. So yesterday, after the third game, we went to a temple, and then my mom had a doctor's appointment, so that was fun. And I just watched Netflix on I stole my dad's phone. My dad was meditating. I was just watching Netflix on his phone, and then my brother was making origami stuff out of sticky notes. That was interesting. And then what else happened? After that, we went to a mall that was 4 minutes away. So I bought some cute summer clothes. I bought these 2 tank tops. One of them's orange blotches. There's a darker orange and a lighter orange. I don't really know how to explain it, but yeah. And then another one, it's just a white tank top with colorful stripes. And then these black dolphin shorts with the white stripes. And then these solid black French terry shorts. Those are really comfortable, probably my favorite find from that day. And then I would have bought more stuff, but like I didn't really feel like I needed to because I bought some more shorts online the other day. It's like white denim shorts and then dark wash blue denim shorts. And then what else did I get? Um, Another pair of French terry dolphin shorts that don't have like the white stripes. They're just normal shorts. And then there was another pair. Um, yeah, I don't really remember what the other pair was, but general idea of that. Because I need shorts because for my camp, like I'm probably going to need like sets of shorts for that week. Like I have literally 3 pairs of shorts right now. I'm not even kidding. I have 2 black cotton shorts and there's 1 pair of black denim shorts, and that's how I've been surviving because I have been putting off buying summer clothes for over a month because let me just check my calendar real quick. Okay, May 11th was the day I was set to go buy my summer clothes like in person. But then stuff happened and then I didn't, and then I was supposed to do it like every weekend after that, and yet I didn't because some random thing happened and I would have to procrastinate it. But now I finally did it. Like I finally actually bought some stuff online and then we went in person and bought some more stuff. So yeah, I'm really happy about that. And then what else did we do yesterday? Yesterday we were also gonna go bowling because my dad had like this Groupon deal that he did. I don't really know. But it expired in like 11 days, so he's just like, we should go bowling because there was this other mall. If you live in like Virginia or somewhere, Tyson's Galleria, it's like a really fancy high end mall. It's a bunch of expensive stores. My dad was like, why don't we go there for fun? And I'm like, that's kind of pointless. The only thing that was there was the bowling place, and I was like, we should go there. And then he's like, yeah, sure, but he's like, wait, what's the price? And I'm like, oh shoot, it's expensive. And then he's like, whatever, I have a deal. And Groupon, we'll just use that, but it's in a different location, so we'll just like go after the other mall. And I was like, okay, so he was meditating. I did my research on his phone, because I am me. So we went to that mall and then we bought stuff. Oh yeah, me and my mom in the mall. We also went to Lush for the first time. That was interesting. This one guy, he just salesman. He just kept coming up to us and he started explaining stuff, and I was like, that's nice. But anyway, we didn't buy anything. We were gonna buy this lotion, but then I looked at the ingredients and my mom was like, oh heck no. And then I'm like, yeah, and also this stuff has like way too much fragrance in it. Like I don't ever recommend buying anything from Lush, but it was like cool to like see the displays and stuff. There was this one display where it was like a bridge kind of, and that was fun. We just wanted to look around, so yeah. And then we're gonna go to Claire's for fun again, but Claire's closed. So yeah, that was interesting. And then we went to a bakery, Sheila Bakery, if anyone's ever heard of it. I don't really know. And I got this chocolate levain cookie there. It was so good. Probably one of my favorite cookies ever now. Because we were originally gonna go to a different mall, but then we realized it was really far away from my mom's doctor office, so we didn't go because there's like a cookie shop there, Great American Cookies, and it's really really good. But this might actually top that because the chocolate levain cookie was so good. Like I'm not even joking, and it was really big, so that was good. But I'm still mad I had to split it with my brother. What else? Yeah, that's pretty much all that happened yesterday. We didn't go bowling yesterday because we were all just really tired after the mall because my parents and my brother don't do any sort of working out, so they will literally get winded after a flight of stairs. I'm not even kidding. Versus me, who could jog a lap around every room in my house 5 times and then still be fine. So, yeah, fun for them. That's why we didn't go bowling, so I think we're planning on going to a carnival one day and then bowling the other day for the coming weekend of 22 to 23. So that's gonna be fun. I'm really excited to go bowling because it's 2 hours of unlimited bowling, like my dad's Groupon deal, plus shoe rentals included, and shoe rentals are always really expensive. So yeah, that's fun. Yeah. Okay. What else? Last day of school. That was last Friday. And what did we do? Okay, yeah, it was fun. It was really chaotic though because we had like all our B-day classes first, and then we had a break for like an hour and a half gap for our homeroom, lunch, and then recess. And then after that, we had all our A-day classes, and then it was just like the end, and that was fun. Like all the buses, like all the teachers were on like some of the teachers were on the roof, and some of the teachers like on the grass area outside my school, and they were all just like waving by. And then there was someone with balloons, and we were all just looking at the balloons. It was so much fun. But it was like so sad too. Like I almost cried. Me and my friends in English, we almost cried. Um, yeah, we almost made our teacher cry too, so that was fun. My friend, she said that she and her other friend made their math teacher literally cry. It was so sad, but, like, yeah. And then I got on my teacher's committee, and most of my teachers were just, like, normal, and were like, "Oh, thank you, you didn't have to do that." And I'm like, "Yeah, blah, blah, blah." My science teacher, he's like, "You're late," to me and my friend, because we had to go all the way upstairs from PE, and there were just people blocking the stairwell. I'm like, "Can you get out and have your conversation anywhere else but the stairwell?" And, yeah, I mean, they left eventually, but then, we just walk in, and my science teacher's just like, "You're late," and I'm like, "Jesus Christ." Anyway, and then I show him the Skittles, and he's like, "Skittles, you're not late anymore." And I'm like, "Yay!" So that was fun. And then my friend, she was just like, "Hey, what about me? I gave you a thank you note." And he's like, "I'll think about it." He was joking though, because there was no like bell schedule for that day. So no one could technically be considered late. Like literally just like see in the school and then like see up the whole day in the bathroom or something, and they would literally not be counted as late. Well, they probably would be found at some point, but anyway. Yeah, that's what happened for the last day of school. And then after school, so there's this like tutoring center. It's called Best Brains that opened up like really close to our house. Like we can walk to it. And my mom has wanted to enroll my brother in something like that for a really long time now. So there was an open house, and we went to the open house on Friday because we couldn't go on Saturday or Sunday. And we like signed him up for a placement test to like see where he is, because they don't go based on grade, they go based on these tests. So his test is on Thursday. That's fun. And then yeah, and then after that we went to Rita's, and then we got ice cream. And my mom let me and my brother each get one topping, so that was nice because the toppings are $1.19 for some reason there, and the ice cream is already like $5.79 for a small. Like everything is so expensive, I swear to God. And I thought this other ice cream place, Brewster's, was expensive because it was like $5.79 for a whole ice cream. But you can just get a chocolate chunk ice cream, because my brother, he was like, "I want chocolate chips," and I'm like, "Fine." But that was like $7 almost for the whole ice cream with chocolate chips, and you can just get like a chocolate chunk cone at Brewster's for just about $6. Like, and also there's some, like, for some reason the tax is just more here. I don't even know. Tax is the same everywhere, but it just makes the total more. Like, it was like $15 for 2 ice creams. That was not fun. Anyway, but my mom was just like, "You know what? It's the last day of school. I don't really care about anything anymore." So we were like, "Yeah, you know what? Whatever." Um, yeah, that's pretty much it for like life updates. Okay, so before moving on, let's do one thing we're grateful for and one thing we're happy about. So one thing I'm grateful for, probably, I don't know, this is a hard one. My room, honestly, that's what I'm grateful for right now, because my brother's currently sick and he's downstairs. And my mom was just like, "You know what? Why don't you go upstairs?" I'm like, "Fine." That's the first time she's shooting me upstairs for any reason, because she's usually bugging my ass to get me downstairs. So yeah, I'm just grateful for my room. That's where I record all these episodes and all that. It's like me, my personal space. Ish, because my mom always like intrudes. But anyway, and then one thing I'm happy about is the fact that my hair isn't an absolute disaster after I washed it yesterday. Because I washed it yesterday and then I braided it while it was wet, because I did not really give it to Tam and I didn't feel like drying it and then braiding it. So then I woke up and then it does this thing whenever I braid my hair wet at night, because it just like dries in 2 minutes flat, and then my hair is just an absolute disaster. But today, when I brushed my hair this morning, it did not turn out to be an absolute disaster. So I'm super happy about that. And then our book of the week is King of Pride by Anna Huang. I think that's how you say her name. She also wrote the Twisted series. And this series is the Kings of Sin series. King of Pride is book 2 in that series, because I placed a hold for all of the books in the library, but like the first book it went back, because you only have a certain amount of time to get them, right? So it went back. But this book I managed to get. So I was just like, you know what, I don't really care, because there's like interconnected standalones, so you can technically read the books in any order, but it's preferred you read them in the order they actually are. But it's fine. It's a really good book. It's a lot like the Twisted series. So basically, this rich guy, and he has like a crucial CEO vote coming up, and like his mother's business or whatever, it's all at stake, and he can't afford the distraction that Isabella brings. And Isabella is not his type, and because she's just like, comes from a not that rich family. Well, she doesn't come from a rich family, and like she's basically everything he shouldn't want. But yeah, and then Isabella is just like, he's not her type, and it's a big fat mess, but for some reason, like, they can't ignore their, like, mutual attraction. So it's a book about that. It's a really good book. I think y'all should read it. Don't recommend if you're under 16. I know I'm 13, but I don't really give a damn. So yeah, that's fun. And then, yeah, okay, so moving along with our bucket list ideas. Number what does that say? 51. Get bubble tea. I have lived within a walking distance of a boba place that's apparently really good. Yeah, I've never had boba in my entire life. So me and one of my old friends, well, not my old friend, it's just one of my friends who I was really close with last year, and then we didn't have any classes together this year, and we barely saw each other, and now we're planning, and then we've been wanting to hang out, but we never have, and I'm like, you know what, it's summer, we're gonna be bored anyway, so why don't we just plan something, And I'm like, yeah, and she's like, yeah, but what should we do? And I'm like, I live within a walking distance from the boba place, so I'm like, should we go there? And she's like, yeah, sure, and I'm like, okay, that's fun. So we're planning to go this summer. Um, but yeah, and then to karaoke night. Literally, all you need is like a phone and a karaoke microphone. It doesn't even matter if you absolutely suck at singing. Even if you think the microphone is gonna break from how badly you sing, I don't care. It's loads of fun, and you can use the mic as many times as you want. Because like, why not? It's not a one-time thing. Yeah. And me and some of my friends, because one of my other friends, she's actually moving, so some of my other friends, we're all planning to do like some couple things together. One of those things is like laser tag. She also wants to do a karaoke night because we asked her and she's like, and we're like, okay, what are some things you want to do? So she came up with 3, and we're planning to go to Sky Zone. We haven't asked our parents about any of this, but we're gonna figure it out. She's like, we should go to Sky Zone, we should do karaoke night, and we should go to the laser. And she was like, I don't know about the third one. Y'all can help me decide on that. I'm like, we should do laser tag. And then all my friends are like, oh my gosh, that's actually the best idea ever. So those are the 3 things we're planning to do this summer. But yeah, just like, why not? 53. Learn French or Dutch braiding. It's super hard and time consuming, and I've tried so many times, yet still suck at it. But those are the best kinds of things to do when you have like and you're always like, well, I don't have the time to do this, don't have time to do that. It's summer. All you've got is time. Try to do French braiding or Dutch braiding or like fishtail braiding or stuff like that. Whatever. Plus, if you're still in school, you have some cute and fun hairstyles for the school year. 54. Laser tag. I went a long while ago with a bunch of my friends, and it was so much fun. I'm also really good at it because I kept scoring first. I had never done laser tag before that, and my 2 friends, my 2 guy friends, they were just like, "You're gonna absolutely suck at this," and I'm like, "Ha heck," and I'm like, "You know what? I don't really care." And then I beat both of them both times that we played, so that was fun. Um, but laser tag is so much fun. Even if you're older, it's still a ton of fun because me and the same friends, we played against a whole family with like it was like a dad, his wife, and then he was like grown children, and the dad was probably like 60 or something. I don't really know. And he was like laughing at the end of it, and he was just like, "Y'all, you kids do good." And we're like, thank you." Yeah, that was fun, and like it also looked like they were having fun, like in the actual game. So laser tag is fun for like anyone. 55. Make a huge chalk drawing. Use up your whole driveway, or heck, if you're allowed to use up the whole damn road. This one time, me and some of my friends drew a gigantic hopscotch through the whole road, but then we forgot to put like hopscotch boxes, so we just like had these lines that we went by. I don't really know. It was a big fat mess, but it was really fun to actually make the chalk drawing, even if the hopscotch thing actually epically failed. Um, but like, why not? Because like summer is just full of why nots. That's literally all the reason I give for like half of these. Like, why not do it? Just have fun. 56. Start a bullet journal. There's honestly no better time to like get your life together than this summer. When you have tons of time to focus on self-improvement. Starting a bullet journal, even if it's super simple, can really help you organize your time and better your time management. It doesn't even need to be fancy at all. You don't need any of those like fancy notebooks, pens, or highlighters, or yada yada. Literally, I don't even use that much. I have this set of Papermate pens, a dot grid journal, and then some highlighters. That's literally it. Cost me under $20. That's all you need. You don't need a bunch of fancy brush pens or stuff and blah 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 blah. I also have these. I also have this brush pen. Speaking of that, but that's just one. That's it. I don't have like a whole last set of them. So yeah, that's nice. You don't need a lot. I literally got started with under $20. Yeah, so like, why not get your life together? It's one of the simplest things you can do. Or just go buy a planner if you're too lazy to do all that. 57. Go on a road trip. Because why the heck not? Summer isn't truly summer without a road trip or two. It can be a planned one or a totally spontaneous one. Up to you. Go with your friends or family. Road trip's a road trip. Go by yourself for all I care. Number 58. Go camping. Or glamping. Whatever works for you. I have honestly always wanted to go like camping, but my mom and brother would absolutely never. So that's probably like a solo thing I'll do when I'm older. But going camping or glamping sounds fun to me, and like, why not? It seems like a summer activity. It's summer, so kind of just like clicks together. 59. Go thrifting. So I dragged my mom into a thrift store for fun this one time, which was an epic fail because she was all, why do we have to buy like other people's old stuff? It just doesn't make sense. So we just left in under 10 minutes. But despite that, thrifting can actually be a gold mine sometimes because my one friend, she was my one friend, we were just like talking about what we did over the weekend, and she was like, "Oh yeah, I went thrifting and I actually found these jeans, and those jeans are actually so cute." And she was just like, "I had to fix them up a little bit because they were like stained a little bit, but now that they're done, they're actually like amazing." And I'm like, "Oh my gosh, you found that for thrifting?" I'm like, "How much?" She's like, $5, and I'm like, wow, that's awesome. Like thrifting can actually be a gold mine sometimes. And also it's a great way. Like if you like sewing, thrifting can actually be like a super cheap way to find amazing fabrics and just like like find a cute bag, you found this cute bag, great fabric, all that. If it has a stain, just do some stain removal. Like you probably have stain remover in your house anyway. And then just like cut up a bag, repurpose the fabric, turn it into a pillow, turn it into another bag for all I care. You know? Or make a backpack. Yeah, like why not? It's a great cheap way to find fabric. You don't need to go to Joann and buy all that expensive fabric and stuff. Like I've seen the prices. It's expensive. So why not just like go thrifting and literally do it for a fraction of the price? So give it a try. 60. Go to an arcade. Arcades are so fun, even if some of them are super expensive. Roll this together with something else like laser tag or bowling, or do it by itself. You can even go to Chuck E. Cheese for all I care. I know Chuck E. Cheese is actually not that expensive, and also it's so fun. We had my younger brother's 8th birthday party there, back in March, and me and my mom. Well, we went with like my brother and his friends. We were just like with them, and I played some of the games too because I was technically counting the head count, so I got a card, and I was just like, this is actually really fun. So yeah, it was surprisingly fun. I thought it was actually gonna suck really bad, but yeah, no, it was so fun. Like literally drive your friends to Chuck E. Cheese and go for all I care. Like I don't really care. 61. Try some cute nail art. There are tons and tons of simple nail art ideas on Pinterest, and for some of them, you don't even need any fancy tools. Even if you do, you can probably do them with a toothpick. Trust me. Even if you think it's gonna absolutely fail, it's fun, and also that's why nail polish remover exists. Yeah, like literally, why not? 62. Give yourself a sun tattoo. Put on a good amount of sunscreen in shape like a heart or a smiley face or something on your arm, leg, face, wherever. Then go outside and do whatever without wrecking the sunscreen. After a while, wipe it off, and wipe off the sunscreen, and the skin beneath the sunscreen should be a lot lighter than the rest of your skin. While the rest of your skin is tan, and that's a sun tattoo. I've never done this before, but most people say most people say it lasts a few months. Sorry. If you still have no idea what I mean, search it up. There's actually like people who do sun tattoos like all the time all over Pinterest, or just search it up on Google like how to do a sun tattoo. I don't really care. 63. Pinterest recipes. So I have a huge Pinterest board with a ton of recipes on it. And my goal, and like I've never done these. Like I have so many recipes that I've never done. And just like last week, like a few weeks ago actually, I actually like making things off this list. I think I've done about 5 of them so far, which is not that great, but something. My goal is to make 20 of them over the course of the summer. So some of these recipes are really good, and some are just an epic fail. So just try, see what works. Because the other day I made these mozzarella sticks with like bread and not with like breadcrumbs, but just like all slices of bread. You roll out the bread and use that as the mozzarella stick cover thing or whatever. And those are so good. But I also made a chocolate cake, and that was an absolute fail. It was a microwave cake, and it was so hard, like rock hard, the inside, and there was just way too much chocolate topping on it. It was just blah. Okay, so you just gotta find what works. 64. Finish a mandala coloring book. One mandala coloring page takes forever and a half to do. So why not do that? Like, so why not do that when you're bored to tears? It takes up a ton of time and it's relaxing. A coloring book is also super cheap, about $1. 65. Try 10 different ice cream flavors you've never tried before. I have legit only ever tried chocolate, vanilla, strawberry by accident, and Oreo flavored ice cream. So I feel like I need to branch out and try more ice cream flavors. My goal is to try 5 new ice cream flavors. Heck, you can even do 50 if you want. Doesn't matter. 66. Go to an amusement park. I'm actually going to Six Flags for my camp field trip this summer, and I'm super excited. Amusement parks are so much fun and a definite must-do for everyone's bucket list. 67. Visit a national park. I've only ever been to Great Falls National Park last summer and Skyline Drive of Shenandoah National Park for fall leaves 2 years ago. I really want to go to Yellowstone though when I'm older, and maybe that's like a solo trip thing. But if you live close to a national park, why not go? Because I live literally half an hour away from Great Falls. We went there. We went near that area for something, and it was like 5 minutes away. So we just went because like why not? We left really quickly though because my brother was complaining, and it was like 100 degrees outside. 68. Go to a candy store. The last time I went to a candy store was when I went to Rehoboth Beach last summer. Candy stores can be expensive, but like the candy there, it just hits different, you know. Some malls actually have like standard candy shops too. You can go there. I know one of the malls like near me, it's like 15 minutes away, has a great candy store. Really expensive though. So like why not, you know? 69. Redo your room. Random and can be expensive depending on what you choose to do. I half redid my room last year for under $150. Actually no, it's more like 500 because I bought a new bed frame. So Shein actually has some cute room decor for insanely cheap prices, and it's super good quality. Like I did a whole accent wall actually with just wall stickers. So you can actually like paint a wall or wallpaper a whole wall to create an accent wall. But what I did, I just bought 2 sets of wall stickers, like for under $1.50. Each wall came with 32 stickers, and it was like 64 cents or something. I managed to do a whole wall, and it's super cute because the wall paint actually matches like the things so well, like they contrast so well, and it's beautiful. Like I love the accent wall; it's so cute. And I also got some other stuff from Shein. There was like this rolling cart that we bought for our kitchen, actually not for my room. And then there was this over the door organizer. I store my hair clips in there because I have way too many hair clips. And then I have this vase I bought, a couple other things, these other wall stickers that I put on the windowsill, and then this pillow also, like this flower pillow. But yeah, they were all amazing stuff. So, like, why not redo your room, you know? 70. Homemade pizza night. This is actually super fun and such a simple idea to do with your friends or family, or it could work as a date idea. For the pizza base, you can use pita bread or tortillas and then have a ton of toppings out in little bowls for everyone to make their own pizzas. Then, air fry or bake the pizzas, then watch a movie or play board games. You know, fun little night. 71. Ice cream for breakfast. Summer is the season of why nots and ice cream, so go for it. 72. Have a sleepover. Order pizza, watch movies, play games. What more can you ask for? You're never too old to have a sleepover, honestly. You legit don't even need friends to have a sleepover. Just want to have one with your pet or siblings. It doesn't matter. 73. Watch The Summer I Turned Pretty or some other summer show like that because it's just a vibe, you know? 74. Visit a botanical garden. So much fun, and you get a ton of cute photos for either yourself or social media. So I went to the Miracle Gardens in Dubai December of 2022, and it was so fun. It's like so much fun. I'm not even kidding. Me and my mom had so much fun, and I got such cute photos. And actually, last year, so this guy, because he knew we were obviously tourists, and he just came up to me, and he was selling like these flower crowns, and he just put a flower crown around my head. I'm just like, what just happened? Because it's just weird. Someone comes up to you and starts touching your hair and fixing your flower crown to you without even asking you. I'm just like, okay, Jesus Christ. And then I silently motioned for my parents to come over there, and they're just like, what's happening here? And I'm like, I don't know. And the guy's like, she looks so pretty in a flower crown, you know? And I was like, well, it's really, we calculated it was like $10. And my mom's just like, and then my mom's just like, no, I don't think so. And then we tried to get it out of my hair. It was stuck, so we had to so we were forced to buy it. We ended up having to slightly cut it out a bit. That was fun. But anyway, I think the guy meant to get it stuck. I don't really know. He wanted us to buy it, so. But whatever. Just go to a botanical garden, because why not? 75. Finish a disposable camera. Buy a disposable camera, and you can either go to the botanical gardens, take a dump ton of photos with the disposable camera, or if you live in a big city, just walk around taking pictures the whole day. Or just use it like through the whole summer and then make a scrapbook with all those photos. It's so fun and it's super inexpensive. 76. Try new recipes for a whole day. Find breakfast, lunch, dinner, and snack recipes on Pinterest, and you can make those for a day. You can also try like celebrities, what I eat in a days, or whatever. Just then go grocery shopping the day before and have at it. 77. Complete a YouTube challenge like all the way. Whether it be a 1 week fitness challenge or a 30-day detox smoothie challenge, up to you to choose. But pick a fun YouTube challenge and do it all the way. 78. Attempt cute minimalistic cake decorating. There are tons of super simple and cute cake decorating ideas on the internet. Choose one and try to recreate it to the best of your ability. And if it's an epic fail, just eat the damn cake. 79. DIY yourself a fancy brunch. Or just spend a shit ton of money on going to a fancy brunch. You and your friends can dress up all nice and make a huge thing out of it, or just do it as a solo date idea. 80. Cookie exchange. Okay, so I know cookie exchanges are more of a Christmas vibe, but who said you couldn't have a summer cookie exchange? Like, take the round cookies and instead of drawing Santa hats on them, draw with frosting, obviously. Like oranges or lemons or some kind of summery thing. Literally draw like a sun out of it. I don't really know. Like why not? 81. Make a summer vision board. I feel like everyone has a list of goals they want to achieve or places they want to go and all of that over the summer. And then they procrastinate and say they have the whole dang summer to do it. And before you know it, summer's over and people are getting into fall and school and pumpkin spice lattes. And I don't really know what else is related to fall. Jesus. So make a vision board to remind yourself to do things and go places before you have this precious time in. 82. Pottery painting. You can either go to a pottery painting studio and go that route, or just get some acrylic paints and buy some small pottery pieces from Joann or Michaels and paint them at home instead. I would say go the studio route because if you blaze and fire it, you can do like a mug and it'll be food safe, but your choice. 83. Go kayaking or do some other water sport. Seems like a summertime thing to do, so why not? 84. Go to a zoo. Going to a zoo is so much fun. Just don't do it on a scalding hot day. Made that mistake before and it was not fun. 85. Go to a bookstore. You can spend a while there, read a book or two, but if you spend a really long time there, buy at least one book for the sake of not being rude. Bookstores are honestly just a vibe, and you can get like some Instagram photos there too if you want, 86. Have a tea party. So one of my friends actually did like a tea party for her birthday back in February, and it was honestly so fun. Like we just had the tea party upstairs, and then we went downstairs and played games, and everything kind of went to hell. But ignoring that, the tea party part was fun. So try that in the summer because tea parties just give summer vibes, spring summer vibes. Like why not? 87. Video game tournament. I don't know shit about video games because I don't play any, but having a video game with tournament with your friends or family and order pizza and have prizes too to make it more fun. Like it just sounds like a vibe. 88. Make slime. I feel like making slime used to be like a really big thing a few years ago, but now like it's just forgotten. But making slime is so much fun. It like needs to be revived. So y'all can do that. 89. Collect seashells. Collecting seashells at the beach is so fun and it's like yeah, fun. And bonus points if you make jewelry with the seashells later. Or make a crown by hot gluing them to a headband. 90. Roller skating. So I did this in my friend's basement a few years ago and fell 49 times, stabbed my foot into the wall 13 times, and bumped my head into the wall 7 times. We would keep it count, but it was fun. Even though I have never roller skated since then, and I genuinely don't plan to. 91. Start a YouTube channel or a podcast. I mean, hey, my podcast was actually a boredom project last summer, and look how well it hasn't come that far. Like you never know how far it could go. I started my podcast last summer out of pure boredom. I still haven't gotten far, but hey, it's hardly been a year, so I'm giving it time. 92. Skydiving. You can either do it off a plane or someplace like I fly for indoor skydiving. You have to be over 21 though, and it's expensive, but worth it. Definitely on my list of things to do before I die. Why did I say it like that? Anyway, 93. Go stargazing. What you could do is watch the sunset and then afterwards get comfy and stargaze, 94. Learn a new language on Duolingo. Duolingo is actually amazing and it's free. Look, the free version of Duolingo is amazing. You don't need like Super or Max or anything to like actually learn the language. But Duolingo is looking amazing. Like I can hold a conversation in Spanish after just over a year of like 14 months of doing Duolingo. Which is amazing actually because usually it takes about a year and a half to get it down. So yeah, Duolingo is actually amazing. Like I'm not even kidding. Like it's just great. Where was I? Yeah, I can hold a general conversation in Spanish. Duolingo is fun and amazing. Like learning a new language is a productive thing to do with all that free time, and it can actually be really useful later on in life. 95. Visit a battlefield. Last summer I went to the Battle of Manassas battlefield. It was cool. I also went to Colonial Williamsburg, but visiting battlefields is fun. You can actually learn a lot of interesting stuff there in a fun way. So yeah, 96. Do an escape room with your friends. My one friend did an escape room for her birthday last year, and it was really fun. Escape rooms are a great way to pass the time. Or you can just find one of those like at-home escape room kits, and do that way. Always fun. 97. Go to a museum. I went to the Natural History Museum in DC a few years ago. It was so fun. The exhibits were really cool too. Admission was also free. I don't remember whether it was like admission free, like specific to that day, or whether it was just like admission free, like all the time. I don't think so though. I don't really remember. But yeah, it's like a great day trip idea too. 98. Make a slip and slide. I actually have an inflatable slip and slide thing from my 7th birthday that I have yet to figure out yet. I have no idea how to make one, but I think all you need is a tarp, a hose, and some dish soap. Doesn't seem very hard, and I've seen photos and it looks like a lot of fun. 99. Start a garden. Okay, so starting a garden is more of a springtime thing, but there are still plenty of things you can grow in the summer. Starting a garden can be fun if that's your type of thing. For me, I would never. Also, inflation is at all-time high right now, so starting even a tiny garden is a great way to save money and have high-quality food. 100. Go to a flower festival. Again, depending on where you live, could be more of a springtime thing. In my area, last week of April is popular for flower festivals, but see if you can go to one, or just a flower field and like have a photo shoot there, you know? 101. Attempt surfing. If you're going to be going to the beach, why not attempt surfing? I tried and fell off too many times and gave up, but if it's something that interests you, go for it. 102. Movie marathon. Or just binge watch a series. Doesn't really matter. 103. Attempt skateboarding because why the heck not? 104. Finally, do this as soon as you finish listening to this episode. Make a summer slideshow. Legit open up Google Slides or Canva, I chose Canva for this, and make a slideshow. Then take one photo minimum every single day of summer and put it into that slideshow. At the end of the summer, look through the slideshow and reflect on all the fun you had. Okay, so to end our episode today, I have a quote for you guys from Charles Bowden, and it goes, "Summertime is always the best of what might be." Bye guys, rate, review, follow, and share this podcast. Drink some water, and I love you all.